Leo, April 2024. Let me fix that kind of leaning. There we go. That's a little better. Let's get started with your reading for April 2024, Leo. Welcome. It's been a while since I've done readings on this channel, and I decided to come back, and what better day to come than the solar eclipse energy. And so welcome. I'm just doing these live because that way they'll just be ready and uploaded without taking any extra time. So here you go. Let's get started. Let's see what's coming through generally for Leo for April 2024. And when I'm shuffling, I already start getting an idea of what's your energy flow at the moment. Remember that this is a general reading. That means that it will resonate with some of you a lot, some of you some, and some of you a little, but you may know at least that if you listen to the reading, there's always going to be something that can help you regardless. So let's get into it. I'm feeling your energy like kind of, I don't want to say, well, the word that comes through is a little pushy, but it just feels very determined. That's probably a nicer word to use. Determined, strong, but also like a little spicy. So let's see what comes through for you, Leo. It's a little resistance there, a little pushback, kind of like you wanting your way. And if you don't get it, you don't like that very much. So anyway, let's see what specifically comes through. Let's get started. Leo 2024. And we start with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Justice card in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse, the Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Wow, you have a lot of people energy going on here, a lot of movement as well. Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. So basically you have a lot of people, movement, and a lot of it has to do with some sort of money or property or livelihood, something that you're building, whether it's wealth, whether it's a home, whether it's promoting in your job, but it has to do with like the finance or the living situation. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. It's like people throwing down their sword, not wanting to fight with you, not wanting to play with you, and you wondering why. Well, I think one thing I'm getting is you really want your way, and sometimes it doesn't work well for you or for other people, but you know, we don't know the whole story yet, so what can I say? Starting with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody that has been able to create their wealth, somebody who's been able to do what it takes and be successful, but it's in reverse, which means it's someone not doing that. But what's crossing that is the Ace of Cups. So that's a new beginning of flow and happiness and things coming to you easier. So I'm getting that something that didn't work out because it needed to not work out so you could get something better. So maybe you were working on something and it really wasn't happening the way you wanted it to, or it wasn't coming through, or the outcome wasn't coming, but it was better that that happened, because although it looked like a really good way to get what you wanted, a really, you were hoping for it, sometimes the way you think it's supposed to happen is not the best way. So one thing I like to remember is, like, if I think that something's going to come to me in a certain way, and maybe it's not coming yet, or it hasn't happened yet, I like to remember, don't only think that something can come one way, because if you think it's, oh, that's the way, then you don't open your energy for it to happen in other ways, and maybe it needs to come better in another way. So don't limit yourself by only thinking something has to come one way. So that's kind of like a little bit of a stubborn energy that you have. You want it your way. If you do that, you're cutting, if it's not supposed to be that way, you're cutting off the ability to come in another way. But what I'm seeing is what you thought would work out, that you needed, that you depended on maybe, it didn't work out, so it could come in a better way. That said, here is the Queen of Wands, and that is somebody who knows what they want, knows how to get it, and is creative, and is willing to learn things in the process if they need to. So it's a queen, but it can be a man or a female, a male or a female. It doesn't have to mean, oh, it's a female. But remember, don't let your pride get in the way of things. Like, if you're stubborn and you think it has to be your way or one way, you're cutting off your ability to receive it anyway if that's not the way it's supposed to come. So don't, just because you know things, just because you're smart, just because you're creative, just because you got it that way before, just because you think you're right, don't let your ego get in the way of getting it. Yes, you do have the ability. You are smart. Yes, you know how to do it. At the same time, a court card, a queen or a king, would also know to just sit back and let it happen the way it needs to happen. They wouldn't be in their ego. They wouldn't be trying to push it one way or another. They would know that it is going to happen. How it's going to happen, maybe they don't know that. And they're not going to get in the way of it by pushing back or trying to make it fit a certain way or doing it a certain way. They're going to let it unfold the way it needs to, because they know it will. That is a much better way to go. So what's happening now is this Justice card in reverse. It feels like things aren't working out in fairly for you. It goes back to, things not working. And so again, don't get caught up in that. And what I'm seeing just ahead is this Knight of Swords, and he is just rushing out, and he is just trying to be like, hey, it's my way, and making noise and trying to just push through it. And if you can see this card, there's a lot of clouds in this. He's with his sword and he's just going, and these are two different energies, right? You can see this one knows what's going to happen and is willing to wait it out and know that it'll work its way out. This one is being hasty, making a wasty. So again, like you're feeling like there's an injustice, so you're trying to push your own way, you're trying to get it your own way. Like, this is the wrong way. Which brings up the King of Swords, who is in reverse. So usually the King of Swords, straight up, he has clarity, he knows how, he is very detailed, he is very exact, he knows what it is, but it's in reverse because you are seeing things in the way you want to see them. You want them to be a certain way, but it's not going to happen that way. So you're kind of messing your game up here by insisting that it has to be your way or the highway. Now, your biggest fear is this Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning with the finances, the money, the job, the project, the livelihood, the money, the finances, whatever. It has to do with having the ability to have what you want. Usually it's something financial. It could be a project, but at the end of the day, it's money, which you see it didn't work out the way you thought it would. You have two new beginnings here. So at the beginning, the way you thought it was going to work didn't work out because there's a better way that's supposed to work out. But you're getting all, hasty makes wasty, thinking it has to be a certain way, and you're like pushing up against the fact that it's not working, when again, your fear is that you're not going to get the finances, the contract, the job, the house, whatever it is. Like, you're afraid you're not going to get that. But this fear card, the message always is, don't be worried, don't be fearful, because that fear is an illusion. It's something that you're making up in your head that is going to happen, that doesn't have to happen. It can happen if you keep following this path of pushing the wrong direction. Yeah, it's going to be hard for this new beginning to happen. That's better. But here it is. It wants to come through. You have two new beginnings, one of a lot of flow and abundance, and one money or finance oriented, that want to come through, but your pushback is keeping it from coming, and you're afraid it's not coming. That's why you're pushing back. So it's really important that you stop the pushback. Let's clear that energy. Stop the pushback. It's not going to happen the way you want it to. Period. This is the people around you, how they're seeing you. And this is the Knight. So you have two Knights. You have this one that's hasty, making wasty, and you have this other one that's really ready to take off. And this one at least has a little bit more clarity, but he also might be a little bit, the word I'm hearing is premature, moving before you know what's ahead of you. But you're ready for it. You're ready for something to happen. It's okay to move forward. Just don't, if you notice yourself pushing it, that's when you want to ease back a little. Remember, you don't need to push it to happen. You just have to know what's going to happen. Be in your mastery, be in your wisdom. Don't be in your ego trying to push it through your way. It hasn't worked. In fact, it's been getting in your way. So don't keep doing it when what you want wants to come in. Okay? Your hopes and your fears. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is a card, again, with the money, with the pentacles, with whatever it is that you want to come in related to finances, the job, the house, the finances, whatever. But it's like people working together, but they're not working together. It's in reverse. You aren't working cohesively, harmoniously. So it's really hard for you to get what you need when you're working against the harmony, when you're working against the flow, when you're working against the energy of that's fostering the support together. So pull it together, slow down, don't step on other people's toes. Don't need to be right. Don't make it your way or the highway. Like, all those things is not conducive to working together and getting it right. You don't have to be right. You just need to make it work. Okay? So don't push it. The last card is the 10 of Wands in reverse. And normally when it's straight up and down, it means you've been carrying so much that you can't even see that you're almost to the finish line. This is in reverse, which means you don't have a lot of weight to carry, but you're creating the weight to carry just from trying to push it. There is clarity. You can have what you're looking for, except it, and although it didn't work the way you wanted, it's going to come in a better way. So just clear these blockages, clear your mind, clear your pushiness, clear your need to, be the one that's calling all the shots. Like, just calm down. And you are not carrying like enough that's blocking your way. You're not. So you have the ability to get what you want. Just shift the way that you're thinking and that you're doing things. Let me get 3 cards and see if there's, the messages were pretty repeated. Let me see if there's any other messages or guidance that needs to come through about this. And then I'll also pull 2 other cards for guidance. So let me just pull 3 cards from here. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. The Rebel. It was in reverse. So don't fight up against things. You don't need to be a rebel. You need harmony right now. Right now, you need to, be conducive, be a team player, work with people, see eye to eye, do things to be cohesive. Don't be abrasive. Don't be individual. Don't try to run the show. Try to work with other people. Rebel, this is not time to be the rebel. Your next card is ordinariness. Take your time. Take your time. Breathe. Just clear your energy. Let things go. Sometimes when you finally accept things, that's when things can come in for you. Because your last card is the celebration card. Things work out. And that's what you're getting. You have 2 new beginnings wanting to come in. And it's going to be better, and it's going to be more than what you expected originally, and it's going to happen. But you just need to fix the way that you're dealing with it. Let's do a surrender card. Not all those kind of surrender cards, just one. And let's also do a dragon card. Dragon, fire, just like you, Leo. That one. Okay, let's see what these cards are telling us. Your surrender card is surrender to non-action. Okay, that message kept coming through. Slow down, take a breath, step back. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. All right, we heard that message so many times, and this is from another deck and just confirmed it. Slow down, be still, breathe, be in harmony with other people, just relax. Your dragon card is the Air Dragon. And this card says, Air Dragon helps you rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. So, get above it all. Breathe the air. See things with a higher perspective. Be at peace. Let it happen. It is going to happen if you just follow this guidance. This guidance is the exact keys that you need to get what you want. And I hope that you'll listen, because these messages were repeated so many times and then confirmed. Take a nice deep breath, Leo. Breathe. breathe. Focus on deep breathing. Get outside and breathe the air and feel better. And let everything fall into place. I hope that was helpful. Please remember to like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next reading. Peace.